Hello and welcome to GameCube Classics. In this installment, the game is Dragon Ball Z Budokai 2, released for the GameCube in 2003, developed by Bandai, and published of course by Funimation and Atari. This is the GameCube version of Budokai 2, which is of course based upon the legendary fighting anime series slash manga slash game series Dragon Ball Z, who, if you were a kid who grew up in the 90s, you definitely will know this series. Dragon Ball and Dragon Ball Z games have been on every platform, dating all the way back to the original Famicom. Over the years, the series has continually just gotten better and better with innovations in what can be done in games, but no matter what, you shouldn't expect extremely deep fighting games from Dragon Ball Z. This is all about Flash, and all about what, kids would find cool. Alright, so I'm gonna start a new game here. No, I'm not gonna continue without saving. That's what I'll do. So, the Dragon World is the main story of the game, where you play as Goku and go off on little adventures. Dragon Ball Z Budokai 2 plays the game, and mimics the...
So, this is the planet where Kakarot is supposed to be.
Mimics the anime to a certain degree.
Those Dragon Ball things have to be on this planet as well. First, how about we exterminate the people on this planet with the Cybermen? Ha ha ha. Read it?
Fine, it's...
So yeah, like I was saying, the game is basically a board game with fighting elements. So I can select one additional partner. I'll go with Goten, because why not? Because it's hilarious to put Goten at the beginning of the Dragon Ball Z saga. So you can choose your character and move them about on this grid. It might seem very strange, and that's because it is. When you move your character, you can engage the enemy.
Can't you talk for real?
As you would normally expect, a lot of the things from the show are in this game, and the battle systems are very simple. You simply mash the buttons and do stuff. The game is not bad looking, but it is only 480i. This game does not support 480p. This is mostly because of its PlayStation 2 roots. Although some PS2 games do support 480p, most do not. The goal is, of course, to defeat the main enemies. While not absolutely required, it is generally a good idea if you are already a Dragon Ball Z fan before picking this game up, because most of the stuff that's in this game is just, you know, definitely fan service. Doesn't exist for any other main reason than that. The game starts out fairly easy, and eventually it gets a little bit more challenging, but don't expect to get a lot of challenge out of this game, especially not even the single player. You can, of course, customize your characters and give them unique abilities. And overall, it's not a bad Dragon Ball Z game, it's just that this, I don't know, there's a whole lot of them, so there's nothing really to suggest that this game would be better than any of the other myriad Dragon Ball Z games that you can pick up. But if you have a GameCube, this is not a bad game to pick up. It's definitely an improvement over the first Budokai. Of course, compared to real fighting games such as Street Fighter or Mortal Kombat or whatever else, the battle systems are incredibly basic. And as an adult gamer, I find that a lot of this is just eye-rollingly simple. Not bad, just basic. I had bought this game years ago on a friend's suggestion because he said that if I like Dragon Ball Z and, I think that this game would be good. So I'm like, okay, I'll give it a shot. It turned out to be definitely not what I was expecting, but I was never really disappointed with it either. I think that's the main problem with Dragon Ball Z games. For the most part, they're not bad, they're just not that different. They all sort of blend together. Well, anyway, thanks for watching, guys. If you have any questions, let me know, and I'll definitely see you next time. odd.